You really need to demonstrate from the get-go that you know or you understand what networking means and what networking skills can help you achieve in life, in your career, in your education, in all facets of life. Hi there, this is Cynthia from cynthiakimola.com, and today we're going to talk about the Chevening networking essay. So right into it. Chevening has 4 essays. So the first one, I already talked about the leadership essay and how you can go about identifying the leadership skills and how you can put it together in an essay, and you can watch that video here, and also there's a link in the description box below about that. Now today we're going to tackle the second crucial essay that is needed for the Chevening scholarship application, and this is the networking essay. Chevening is big on networking. It is kind of like one of their core pillars and how they sift or pick candidates. They're looking for someone who understands the value of networking. If they understand how networking works, how it can be beneficial to them, to you personally, and also for you career-wise, and also for your home country. So you really need to demonstrate that you understand what networking is all about, and you have used it before to advance yourself career-wise, personally. All right, do you dread networking? Like when you hear the word networking, what goes through your head? Is it these events that you go to and people who don't know each other just are trying to chat you up or to have small talk, and they keep handing you business cards and you're like, hey, I won't even remember who you are? If that is something that really weighs you down, that's not what networking is all about. Networking happens in various ways, in little ways. It's not all about attending these conferences and trainings. It is part of it, but networking is just a social thing. You talking to someone maybe at the bus stop, and you found them reading a book that you found interesting, and then through talking to them you found out that they are actually in a career that you've always wanted to be, and through them you got to ask questions, and that relationship was able to be developed, and now they became your mentor, and they were able to guide you through the steps you need to take so that you can also end up in their successful career. That is also networking. So first things first, take time and sit down and identify in what areas and what ways you have used networking. One of them is to just sit down and see, okay, maybe for some of the events you have attended, how did you get to know about them? Was it through networking? You got to talk to someone while you were at school or while you were at work, and they got to tell you about something, and you followed it up because you had the same interests, and it led to 1, 2, 3. So this is all about showing me how you use networking, not telling me that you know about networking. So this should occur in this way. State how you have used networking before. For example, you can say, and there is no shame about it because most people get jobs this way, through networking. Maybe you had a mentor or a professor in school or a friend or a colleague, and they told you about a job opening that is up, that interests you, and you were able just to apply for the job, and you were able to go for the interviews, and you impressed them and they took you on board. Another way you can say that you use networking is maybe you run a NGO or a community organization, or maybe in a school project, and you needed to get crucial information or crucial data that by yourself you would not be able to have gotten it if you didn't know a few people. So for example, if you say maybe you were looking to maybe work in a media house or to do an internship there, you went to your professor and they told you about a former alumni or a former student who also did their internship there, and they give you their contacts and their email addresses. You get in contact with them, they tell you the ins and the outs, who you should talk to, how you should present yourself, and finally through this information that you got from them, you were able to land an interview. So that is also one way for you to actually say that you used networking to advance yourself. All right, then the second thing is you need to be clear. Just don't give long long-winded answers. You need to be clear and tell me, like, I used my networking skills to be able to secure a good discount or a group travel option for a group of friends who are traveling, maybe to help or to volunteer in a certain community. And I did that through reaching out to the marketing manager of that institution and letting them know that this is what we are all about, and this is how, if you're able to partner with us or give us this discount, it will look good on you as a corporate, and also for us to be able to just go after what we want and to achieve our goals. So that's one thing. Don't think that networking is just all about going to events, you know, these big events for maybe lawyers or doctors or something, where you're just sipping wine at a cocktail table and trying to just hand over business cards and trying to get to know someone through small talk. No, networking happens in various ways, and that's how you should be able to think about it. Okay, the other thing, you can mention small things like networking. You networked in church, you are able to maybe identify someone who does something that really interests you, and you were able to go to them, talk to them, tell them that, hey, this is what I'm interested in. I really am passionate about children, and there's so many children in my community, and during the holidays they have nothing else to do. They're just stuck on their phones and watching TV. But you think that because you're a creative, you can come up with nice initiatives, maybe art or music classes that the children in the neighborhood can be able to benefit from, and you were able to rally support and get maybe a venue for free from a church or a social hall. That's one way you have been able to use networking to leverage on something that you really want to do. So you see these examples, how I'm drawing from them. It's not all just about career, it's also about your extracurricular things. What are some of the things that socially you have been able to do or to achieve so that it can bring you to one goal? Another thing you can mention is, while you're doing the Chevening scholarship application, you network with previous scholars. So this is something crucial that you can be able to mention, because it shows that, first of all, you already knew the value of networking and what it can do for you. So you sought out people like me, Cynthia, through my website, cynthiakimola.com, and then maybe you wrote me an email, or you watched my YouTube video and you reached out to me via messaging, and you asked me, like, Cynthia, how can I prepare for a scholarship? How can I be able to write my essays? And then through that, you can say that, you know what, even through this whole application process, I have been able to network with former scholars or alumni, and they have been able to guide me and show me what the Chevening scholarship is all about and what they are looking for. And I have been able to make lasting contacts, or I left a lasting impression with them, and we have even been in contact even after I was helped with what I needed. So how do you write the Chevening networking essay? You need a format, and what I would advise is ensure that it's in different paragraphs. So the first paragraph, you're just kind of setting the stage, telling us what you understand about networking and why maybe Chevening is big on networking. And then the second, the third, the fourth paragraphs, these are standalones. You're now explaining to us how you have been able to use networking to advance yourself, your career, your community. So the first paragraph can be one example. The second paragraph can be another example. The third paragraph, another example. Try and make them like 3, all right? And remember, show, don't tell. You can state what you did and then now explain the process, how you are able maybe to identify this person who helped you to network, or this organization. Was it through social media? Was it through a person who introduced you to them? Did you attend a conference maybe? How did you follow that up? And how did you utilize that networking opportunity later on? All right, so you need to state, show me how you got about it, you went about it, and then also show me the outcome. And then the final essay, the final paragraph, sorry, just bring it all together. Just say something like, I understand that the Chevening scholarship is really big on networking. It already has an alumni of 50,000 plus globally, and most of them maybe have gone up and become great people in society, and I want to be able to be part of that networking so that I can be able to leverage good relations for my home country. I will be able to go to the UK and interact with other scholars from across the globe, across the world, and we'll be able to exchange different worldviews, and people who are in the same field as me will be able just to have exchange of ideas, which will be a healthy option, or will make me a well-rounded person in society, and also be able to help UK and my home country relations when I go back. So it's something very simple. You can be able to achieve it. I have a full article on my website, cynthiakimola.com, that explains it step by step. So after watching this video, just go to the article. There's a link in the description box below, and you can be able also to start writing your killer, your stellar networking essay. All right, so please subscribe to the channel. This helps to support the content that I put out. If you like this video and you found it beneficial, give it a thumbs up, like it, and also if you think a friend will find it helpful, please go ahead and share this video with them. Thank you.